afternoon, South Africa. Welcome to Afternoon Express. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Bonnie Mbuli.
And I'm Jeannie D. And I mean, if you want to see what's hot, you've got to go and look at Bonnie's Instagram today. She's just throwing, I mean, this is...
Yes. Welcome to Fashion Express Thursday. Now, there is something encouraging about someone who's able to bounce back after tremendous popularity and reinvent themselves. She goes by the name Mariechan, a singer and songwriter who's the embodiment of reinvention. We chat to her about her first solo album, Cherry Blossom, and New Image.
And to celebrate local talent and creativity, we check out this year's Style by SA collection by Woolworths.
Yeah, absolutely. And plus we chat to renowned South African interior architect, Mark Riley.
Now remember to join the conversation on our social media platforms and tell us the one thing that you wish you hadn't stopped doing and now wish you could start doing again. Tweet us at Afternoon Chat using the official hashtag Afternoon Express or comment on our Facebook page. What would yours be?
I stopped. Remember, I used to eat soup all the time. And then I stopped and I started eating real food.
Yeah.
Now I want to do
back to soup.
Real food trumps soup anytime. But in the kitchen, we're about to cook up something amazing. My name is Palisa Tembe. I'm here with the Lazy Makoti and Clem. What do you guys have for us?
It's a lot. I'm going to start making beautiful, daily-inspired spiral breads. Ooh. Okay? It's really easy. It's kind of my hack for summer now. Perfect. And then something nice and easy. It's a chai tea, but how we're going to cool it down is quite interesting.
Oh, yeah. I like that. And Lazy Makoti, I'm going to get to you a little later on in the show, but I can see some pasta, I see some avo, I see some bacon. I can't wait for it. Now, the last time she was in the loft, she was working on her solo album, Cherry Blossom, which is finally here. She is stronger and better than ever. And most importantly, she's walking the walk. Her single, Missed Call, has gained major airplay. And in the last couple of months, here is Mariechan with Missed Call.
You be the one that's gonna have my back. Loving you is dangerous, yeah. Loving you is dangerous, yeah. For me, loving you is dangerous, yeah. Loving you is dangerous, yeah. For me, I could tell you were wrong for me. From a job never born for me. Never had the right intentions. Maybe love's just an illusion. You fell in love with my waistline, yeah. I play the middle, you play bassline, yeah. Back up my tree like a canine, yeah. Don't say you love me if you waste time, yeah, you waste time. You say my missed calls, but you never.
I mean, it's so hot. It's actually taken my breath away. I need my asthma pump. You are on fire, ladies and gentlemen. Mariechan.
I couldn't stop staring at you. I couldn't stop listening to your voice. It's just fire.
So much,
a complete reinvention. I mean, not that we've never known that you have an incredible voice, but just you've come into like the fullness of your womanhood. It's so lovely to see.
The move, the dip.
Jeannie wants to steal that move.
Dip it low.
I'm going to do that dip. Yeah.
Yeah. How are you doing? Congratulations.
Doing amazing. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So the last time we spoke to you, you were working on the album, and now your album is out. And how do you feel about the work on it?
It's incredible. I mean, it really takes you through different like mood swings and like you said earlier, my womanhood, my growth, and a lot of the things that I've had to deal with as a female artist in the industry, and yeah, I mean, coming from a group, you know, that was, you know, so prolific and so successful, I always feel like there's a flip side to opportunity, and for me, you know,
it's a double-edged sword, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there was a blessing, you know, in the fact that we had that amazing run. But the flip side to that for me was also that we didn't get an opportunity to showcase our individual sound. We were forced into a group sound. So when I went solo about 4.5 years ago, I didn't want to release music just for the sake of releasing music. I needed to go on a bit of a self-discovery journey, you know, like...
Find what your own sound is.
Exactly, because essentially I was, you know, packaged for a group and I was told, this is who you are, this is your sound, this is what you're going to look like. But it wasn't necessarily who I was. And so it was very important for me to go on that, you know, discovery journey, collaborate with people, which is why I collaborate with so many amazing artists and DJs. I found that through that journey, I also, you know, figured out what my sound is, what my narrative is, who Mariechan is. And
I find my own voice.
Absolutely. Amazing. I love also that Caribbean sound that's coming through as well. It's absolutely beautiful. You're also working with Shakina.
Yeah, I worked with her. I mean, collaborating with her was something that was in the works since 2012. We've wanted to collab for the longest. I've been a fan of her. She's been a fan of mine. So it's incredible. And we just had an amazing synergy. And it happened so organically. You know, she just happened to be in studio busy with her project. And she was like, yo, Mo, pull through. I've got a song. I think I've got the one for us. And it was crazy because a lot of people thought that we were sisters or we were like related because we sound so similar, we look so similar. And then she was like, I've got a song and it's called Different and I want us to do this track and I want you to jump on it. And I thought, incredible messaging, you know, behind different, being different in your own way. And I thought this is an incredible song and it blew up from there.
You can definitely see that you've taken the time to establish who you are and your own identity and your own sound. Because every little detail, like the look, the feel, and the energy definitely comes through. Your first single is Lotto. Now, girl, you won the genetic lotto. You've won the talent lotto.
Thank you,
like, what inspired the song?
Lotto is the realization of a woman's self-worth. Because I find that as women, we always battle, you know, with self-worth and self-doubt. And a lot of the times it has,
we kiss a lot of frogs.
A lot of frogs.
A lot of frogs.
And I feel like we, you know, we base, you know, how we see ourselves through the male gaze. And I wanted it to be, you know, something inspiring to women, empowering, like, you are the lotto, like, he hit the jackpot with you, not the other way around. I am the lotto, like, he better, you know, step up or step out. It's that simple.
Oh, what a great message.
Thank you.
That is actually our message for the weekend.
Shape up or step out.
Step out.
Yes, I like that.
Thank you so much for being here. We cannot wait for your performance a little bit later.
Thank you so much for having me, ladies.
With a talent as unique as her name, I'm so glad Mariechan is back in the music industry. Now it's all about fashion after the break as we premiere 5 of the most talented designers in South Africa. And later in the kitchen, we make the most crispy bacon and avo pasta salad with a honey, mustard and mayo dressing. I can't wait for that. See you after the break.
Now, South Africa is a young country in terms of its design prowess, but one collaboration is bringing international fashion standards home as we vie for a leading position amongst a global market riddled with competition.
Cue the hit Woolworths Style by SA capsule, a collection between the retailer and 5 of this generation's most talented, most proudly South African designers. Bringing wearable high fashion home is the Woolworths Style by SA crew. And we are so proud to be joined in studio today with 2 of the 5 designers behind this inspired collaboration.
And first, we welcome 2 designers helping lead the charge in men's streetwear steeped in heritage. Wanda Lepoto from his namesake label and Stembiso Mkhunu from the Watermelon Social Club.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
And congratulations for this absolutely amazing collaboration. But for you, it's really about the bigger picture and the good cause, I suppose, behind. What does this collaboration mean to you?
For me, I think for years this South African fashion industry has focused on like the business and actually just the clothing, but they've never really focused on the identities of the consumer, of the people that buy the clothes, and of us as South African, as well as of our neighboring brothers and sisters. And I think this collaboration brings that to the forefront, whereas we as designers get to focus on those narratives and those stories that we want to tell, that inspire us to make clothes, but not only make clothes, but represent us as a nation.
Sure.
So, yeah.
Stembi, so I'm fascinated by the name of your label. It's called the Watermelon Social Club. How did that come about?
So basically, I have this obsession with watermelons. And
do you?
Yeah.
I love a watermelon.
And you've got them on your pants?
Yes, they're everywhere. And this one day, I was actually researching about watermelons, and I found out that they originated in Southern Africa. So I basically wanted to start a brand that's like originated here, but you can find it anywhere in the world because you can plant a watermelon anywhere in the world. And I added the social club part, so that's when you purchase or buy a watermelon products, you actually become part of something. You're not just a customer; you're also part of the social club.
So clever.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about the capsule and what kind of clothing we can find there.
For mine, I've reinterpreted like menswear classics, and it's basically workwear and just like ready-to-wear stuff. And those are just looks that I was inspired like by my father.
Wow.
Subcultures, Pantulas, Izikotane, and it's just reinterpreting those classics so they fit my story.
Wow. And this is your first show up in Style by SA, right?
Yes.
How do you feel being part of this and just being recognized by Woolworths as a talent to watch?
I mean, the feeling is something that I still can't manage to explain because it's you know when you have like something that you can't explain, you know it's very special. And to be chosen, because this is like my 2nd year in like the fashion industry, because I graduated last year, so to be in like the forefront of SA Fashion Week right now is unexplainable, like I said.
Yes. Well, we're so excited to see what you've got. I mean, we're excited about the collaboration. We love your stuff. Let's start with your collection, Wanda. What are we having a look at?
We're having a look at the suit, and this is part of the autumn-winter first look that I made. And basically for this collection, I'm trying to make clothes for South Africans, people that work in the industry, people that love the industry, and that's it. And this, once again, is just that is in Woolworths, the shirt, jacket, and it's just reinterpreting the jacket and fusing a shirt with a jacket for summer. And this is like workwear inspired by like plumbers, my uncles that used to dress like this, and it's just reinterpreting and trying to tell that story for myself.
I like that.
Thank you.
Very cool.
So a bit of old, a bit of new.
Yeah.
All right, let's have a look at your collection.
So basically with the brand, we try to interpret culture, especially South African culture. So here we used a lot of check, which also speak about Pantulas and stuff. And here it's more about the working class man, which is our construction guys, our...
a bit of parking attendants.
And all that with reflect, because I tried to use that with a lot of reflectors.
Nice.
And here is like a special print, because this one speaks about culture, but it's more especially Zulu culture. So I took like the leopard print from the Zulu culture and I interpreted more into a modern context and changed it around, so it could be more of a street style element.
That's
amazing.
I love it.
It's so fresh. It's just, I'm excited at what our local designers are doing.
Totally. Yeah. Thank you so much for being with us today. Now, Woolworths celebrating local fashion in a very powerful way, creating opportunities for designers through collaborations like this. And our thanks to Wanda Laporto and, of course, Stembiso for joining us today. So the collection is available at Cavendish, Mall of Africa and Sandton for a limited time. And you can also shop the Style by SA line on woolworths.co.za and on the Woolies app.
Don't go anywhere though. We'll be back a little later on in the show with two more of the Style by SA crew designers, Rich Mnisi and Musa Maxwell, who are taking menswear to an entirely new and unprecedented level.
Add a Nola twist.
Welcome. Bacon and avo. Has there ever been a more delicious combo? Well, whether it's on a pizza, on a sandwich, or in a salad, it's the ultimate marriage between creamy, salty, and crunchy. Today, Nola celebrity chef, the Lazy Makoti, is here to show us how to use this killer combo in a summer pasta salad and help impress at the next braai.
Yes.
I love this salad. It's like a Soweto salad, eh?
It's perfect.
Remember, like we always have this salad at Christmas, at braais.
And it's so great that we're nearing into braai season.
Yeah.
So you want to...
So a pasta salad is the way.
Perfect. Especially if you don't want to have any of the starch on hand, like the breads and the pap.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But what I also love about this is that it can actually be your main if you're maybe not a meat eater.
It can. Yeah. So I'm going to have you working.
Okay.
You do the avo.
Is there a special way to do your avo?
Not even. Very rustic, whichever way you want to do it. I'm just going to add in the cucumber and then my feta. So everything just goes in there very quick and easy.
Okay.
And then in goes the bacon. And then time for us to create our stir.
It's quick and easy. So you just crisp up the bacon.
Yeah. So just crispy bacon and then Nola mayonnaise.
Okay.
I'm gonna add about a 1/4 cup of that. Nice and creamy.
Oof, so creamy.
So creamy. And then some mustard.
Do you need more avo? Is that kind of enough?
Listen.
We can never have enough avo.
You can't. It's like the mayo. And then in goes my honey as well. So for that nice sweetness. Nice sweetness. And then great color as well. I love a salad that looks very colorful.
Salad,
it makes you want to eat it. And then there we go. That was literally what, 10 minutes? And you have
that was literally 10 minutes.
Super creamy.
And I love that the pasta is colorful as well.
Yeah.
You can mix it up if you want into all the different shapes you want.
And you can use whatever pasta you have on hand.
Yeah.
And then you can make this like a day before. You can even take this, to work for lunch.
For lunch.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
Oof, it looks absolutely delicious. I can't wait to sink my teeth into that. For a link to this delicious pasta salad recipe, SMS the keyword NOLA to 33650 and impress at your next braai. Plus, every time you SMS NOLA to 33650, you're also entered into this grand prize draw to win a state-of-the-art stainless steel InstaView LG fridge worth 35,000 Rand. There will only be one winner, so make sure you get those SMSs coming in. The more you enter, the better your chances of winning. But for another look at this recipe, here's a quick recap for you.
I see we're stepping up our salad game in the kitchen, noted Baxter. Now, after the break, we chat to South African interior architect and director at the ARRCC, Mark Riley, about his involvement as the mentor of the design duos in the Win a Home competition. Plus, we make a delicious fresh pack Rooibos aerated honey-flavored chai iced tea. Can't wait for that. Oh.
Crush, your daily dose of goodness. Now also available in long life.
Made with love by Clover.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Now, as courtesy of Clover Crush, 20,000 students in communities across South Africa will be receiving a brand new pair of school shoes in January 2019. To help spread the goodness, they invited some of SA's biggest celebrities who are using their platforms to help make a difference in these children's lives.
They've also asked you to share the goodness with your loved ones by nominating a deserving school in your province to receive school shoes in 2019. And for the third week in a row, the province with the highest nominations is still Gauteng.
But following closely, KwaZulu-Natal is coming for that #1 spot with the second highest number of nominations this week.
Now, there is still time for you to help spread the goodness and nominate a deserving school in your province. Buy your favorite Crush juice, enter with the details on the pack, and nominate a deserving school that could potentially receive the gift of shoes in January 2019. You could also stand a chance to win part of over 1 million rand in prizes. So join in and spread a little #CrushGoodness.
Clover Crush, 100% pure fruit juice packed with vitamins and no added sugar. Crush, your daily dose of goodness, now available in long life. Crush is spreading goodness by giving away 20,000 pairs of school shoes. See pack for details and stand a chance to win 1 million rand in prizes for you and a friend. Nominate a school to receive school shoes.
Made with love by Clover.
So after completing the Master Bedroom Challenge last week, tonight's episode of Win a Home sees the design duos preparing for their next challenge. And their design mentor for this challenge is both locally and internationally acclaimed for creating cutting-edge interior spaces. Please welcome to the loft, Mark Riley.
Hi.
Lovely to see you again. Welcome.
You too, good.
Mark, so you are a highly acclaimed designer, and we've all come to know you through some seasons of Win a Home. But what is your approach to interior design always? What is always the thing that you go for?
Well, at ARC, we're all about laid-back luxury and how we reimagine you can live and using design. So we're always challenging the design norms and pushing the design industry in terms of finding design ways that are much more exciting and new.
Yeah, so what do you think of the challenge that lies ahead for the duo that you're mentoring?
Very excited. So I think what's quite also new and innovative is that they're quite excited about this whole challenge as well.
Right.
And new ideas, yeah.
I mean, it is quite a task. I mean, maybe everything seems like a task for me because I'm just not a designer. But it does seem like quite a task. What do you think their chance of
Yeah, well, what I really liked is each of them had a very clear vision of exactly what they wanted to create. So in terms of me mentoring them, there wasn't too much that I really had to push forward on them. I gave them a few key ideas, and I think they really took that on board.
What do you think is their strongest point as a team?
Well, each team really has their own sort of strengths and aspects, and they all sticking to their guns in terms of what they want to do for their design. But I really do like the sorry. I really do like the fact that they have very different ideas in terms of what they want to do. Yeah.
With the space?
Yeah.
And when people do have very different ideas of what they want to do with the space, what do you think is a meeting point?
I think it's finding
it all in.
It's finding a balance. Balance. And you can't always impose your own ideas onto one space. I mean, you do need to be sensitive to what you're doing and what you're creating.
Absolutely. Yeah. And what do you hope in general for all the teams in this seasons of Winner at Home?
I think the fact that they're all bringing in something really new and innovative is really exciting for us to see. It's great to see such young design talent exposing South African design, which is really exciting.
Yes.
And they're bringing this on. I mean, it's really exciting and different.
Exciting times ahead. Well, we all look forward to staying glued to our screens. Thank you so much for joining us today, Mark.
Thank you.
So catch all the action from Winner Home Season 5 tonight at 7:30 on SABC3. And do not forget to enter the competition to stand a chance of winning amazing weekly prizes, as well as the grand prize of a fully decorated luxury home valued at over 3 million rand. To enter, all you need to do is visit privateproperty.co.za/winnerhome and vote for your favorite design duo.
This coming Thursday on Winner Home, the competition gets cooking as the design duos start creating the heart of their home with some of the most ambitious collaborations yet. Will their designs be a recipe for success, or will it all go up in flames?
Well, we're all about pushing boundaries, honey. The highlight of the space is going to be this unit here.
Yes, that is wild. Catch the design drama on Winner Home Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. on SABC3, with a repeat on Saturday at 3 p.m. The stage is yours. Winner Home, proudly brought to you by Capitec and Private Property, with Samsung products designed for your connected lifestyle. Grand prize luxury penthouse apartment by Bowen Properties.
Clem has an iced tea recipe with a magical twist that will take it to a whole other level. He calls it the Fresh Pack Rooibos aerated honey flavored chai iced tea. And we're about to show you how to make it so that you can wow your guests this summer with something delicious, refreshing and exciting. Chef Clem, I'm all about the excitement today in the kitchen.
The name of this recipe is quite long, isn't it?
It is.
Goals for 2019, name your recipe is just like one thing. Tea.
Yeah, thank you, Clint, because you'll be making my life a lot easier. But I love it because it's very descriptive. It gives me exactly what I need to know about this drink.
You need to know there's something different that's going to happen to it, and that's why the name's like that. Cool, so I've got a beautiful fresh pack rooibos going in.
Okay.
When I drink rooibos, I feel like I'm just making the right life decisions.
Amazing.
You just feel good after a cup of rooibos.
You feel so good. I love a cup of fresh pack rooibos just as I'm about to go into bed after a bubble bath. You know, it kind of gets you into that sleep mode.
It really, really does. Okay, what if we've got some boiling water, tea bags going in. We're going to spice it like a chai, right? So we got our cinnamon. We've got some cardamom cloves, star anise, peppercorns.
Ooh.
Add a bit of spice to it.
I love some peppercorns in my fresh pack rooibos. It helps me when I've got the flu. I feel like it just clears up my nasal passages, and I'm just like, okay, well, I'm awake with some chili in there as well and some ginger. Perfect flu remedy.
I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we always talk about the fact that rooibos is like naturally sweet already, but I like a little bit of honey. Honey just kind of like works so well with the rooibos.
Yeah.
That goes in there. So it sweetens it and adds like another dimension to the flavor.
100%. Clem, that honey, I've never seen honey poured so beautifully ever.
First 6 months of chef school, how to pour honey. There we go. You know,
I might just join for 6 months just to learn
Just to learn how to pour it. All right,
Yeah.
so what you're going to do is you're really going to let it steep for a while, and that means letting the flavors extract out of the fresh pack rooibos, mix with those spices you got in there, and it's going to get nice and dark, just like that. And now we're going to actually show you why we're calling it aerated. So, can I get the big jugs first?
Got you.
Let's pop it down.
Put it down, okay. I'm getting
pour it
too
in there.
eager.
And I'm not going to miss, not today.
Because Clumsy Clem, we left him at home today.
He's with us always.
He's never...
All right, so that's still quite warm. Pour a little bit of milk in there now. Can I get the other jug?
Yes.
This is going to cool down the tea and add air to it, which is going to bring out the flavors even more. So you go like this.
Oh, and that's the aerated bit.
Yes, and you don't miss.
Oh, yummy. I'm going to wait for you to finish that.
Go for it, go for it.
Because we have to give our attention to other people, unfortunately. Now, if you want to get your hands on this recipe for this mouth-watering fresh pack rooibos aerated honey-flavored chai iced tea, all you need to do is SMS the keyword fresh pack to 33650 and you'll receive the link to this recipe. SMSs cost R1.50, no free SMSs apply, and visit afternoonexpress.co.za.
Fresh Pack, the #1 rooibos tea.
Much more exciting viewing to come on the show later on. After the break, we chat to 3 more designers from the Woolworths Style by SA design capsule, and Mariechan performs for us in the loft. Don't go away.
New technologies have made it easier to bank from devices like laptops, cell phones, and tablets. But with this ease of access comes the added risk of falling victim to schemes and scams, which have been engineered to access our hard-earned cash. SABRIC CEO Kalyani Pillay is back in the loft to tell us how we can protect ourselves from cybercrimes so that we don't fall victim. How are you?
I'm very well, Jeannie.
It's always a pleasure having you here in the loft.
Thank you.
Now, I think we've got, as far as I know, one of the most advanced banking systems in the world. And I suppose as technology advances, so too does our banking. But then there's cybercrime. How does that affect our banking?
Well, you know, certainly affects quite a bit, unfortunately. So while the platforms are there and it makes banking easy and more accessible, you can sit in the comfort of your home and get your banking done and no longer having to drive a car, get a parking, go into a bank branch and that kind of thing. So, of course, you have all the comforts and the convenience of it. But unfortunately, like we say, you know, organized syndicates and criminals will always look for opportunities. And that's why, you know, we're saying you've got to worry about your cybersecurity so that you don't, you prevent cybercrime or becoming a victim to cybercrime. And so we've created awareness on behalf of our banks to bank customers about how they should protect themselves when they're doing their banking either on their mobile, on their phones, on their iPads, on their laptops, that kind of thing. And I think it's things like that we're looking at is on your phone. I mean, most people have their phones with them all the time. And we're saying make sure that you enable the lock screen on your device so that
with your fingerprint.
You can either use fingerprint or you can use a pattern password. I mean, these days some of the phones also have facial recognition. Yes. So, you know, whichever, but try and make sure that if it doesn't automatically happen on your device, that you actually enable that. Make sure that you don't save your passwords or confidential information on your phone.
Because really? Do you know, because some phones will say save password to phone.
Don't at all.
Oh, really? I always do that.
And even when you're on a website or when you're on any app that you're going onto and they ask, you know, they'll always prompt you to say, don't ever accept it. Don't. It's very important not to. Because you also don't know what the security is on those particular sites as well.
Is that how hackers can get your password?
Well, it's possible. It's possible for it to happen, but we're saying, look, rather minimize your risk and rather not. Try and remember it. And also very important, because people have so many passwords to remember, try to make sure that it's a password that's difficult for people to guess. We say, or you must, don't let it be a password that's your personal identification. You know, it's easy to get. So your personal identifiable information is not what you should do, like your date of birth or your name and your kids' names or your dog's names, you know, that kind of thing. Something that people shouldn't be able to guess easily. Also, you know, we all want Wi-Fi and free Wi-Fi at that. So when you're in a public Wi-Fi area, and if it's not password restricted, don't do confidential work on it. Don't go onto your bank's website and start doing banking. There's always so many things at home with your personal Wi-Fi network. You must always make sure that you change the default password for that router, because what happens is that most often we would be so happy that somebody comes and installs it for us, and we're very happy that we actually now have
0000.
Yes, so you must make sure that you get somebody to change, or you change that password to something also not easy to get, and also make sure that you have a password in order to access your home network as well.
Yesterday, when I was putting in petrol, the assistant who was helping me handed me the card machine and then said, "There you go, that's for your birth date."
you know that people actually do that. They actually put in their date of birth. Some people still do 1, 2, 3 password. 1, 2, 3 is ridiculous. So you can't do that kind of thing. And also, you know, just all the usual things, antivirus, anti-spyware
cookies
on your device. But also, don't download apps or anything just from any old site. You've got to make sure that when you download an app that it's from a secure and trusted source, because you don't know what you're going to be downloading otherwise.
And how often should we change our passwords?
As often as you can.
Really?
It's really important. I mean, some people just keep the same password, and also what's important, what you shouldn't do is have the same password for everything. You know, different apps, different systems have different passwords. The reason for it is because if one of it gets compromised, you don't want the person then the criminal to now know, okay, so let me try this password on everything else. And banking is key critical, because that's where they're going to get access to money.
Exactly.
You know, so.
Thank you so much for being here today. I'm going to rush off and go and change all my passwords now. Now, next week is International Fraud Week, and we'll have SABRIC CEO Kalyani Pillay in the loft to explain all the ways that you can #WiseUp and watch out.
We are brave, innovative, everywhere. We are SABRIC.
Sure, Jeannie, I think I also need to change my passwords now. But it's 'tis the season for surprise guests knocking on your door, looking for a tasty meal. And if you're looking for an easy yet mouth-watering dish that's guaranteed to keep your guests smiling, then you've come to the right place. Clem's Woolies dish for today features all of his favorite Woolies dairy items rolled up perfectly in this delicious bread spiral. Clem, I'm obsessed with bread. It's not really good for my waistline, but I think that this, you can't go wrong.
But I mean, if you have it every now and then, it's fine, right?
Yeah.
And this is the season. Calories don't exist over the festive season, guys.
I completely agree with you. Let's get stuck into it because I think I want to make this weekend at home.
We've got quite a few recipes on our website how to make a bread dough. You need a simple bread dough. Okay. That's the base of our dish. Then we're going to hit it with all our inspired deli items from Woolies.
Yes.
I say deli because I mean, Woolworths for me is like a deli, just inside like a supermarket, you know what I mean?
100%, where you can just pick all of your favorites and kind of
everything's like artisanal and beautiful. Like this one, for instance. So normally I would do like a bit of pesto, a bit of cream cheese, you know? Yeah. This guy's actually got it all in here. So sun-dried tomato, feta, and basil pesto spread.
Whoa, overachieving.
Everything.
In one flavor punch, I like that, okay.
So you're gonna get that down.
Is it an even spread out?
As even as possible.
Okay.
I'm saying that because I'm a lefty holding a spoon in my right hand.
I should be helping you then.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a team effort, right?
Yeah.
Get people involved, get everyone involved.
Get the family stuck in, and that's what I love about the festive season. Everyone gathers around the table, everyone gathers in the kitchen, and they share experiences, laughter, love around making food, and that's what I love.
True story, absolutely. So get it all nice and even just like that. Right now, you could roll this up and bake it. It'd be absolutely, absolutely amazing.
It looks so good. I was about to say the same thing.
But there's more. There's more. Okay, cool. So beautiful artichokes, which I got from Woolies as well. These are great.
Okay.
Just get a little bit of a sprinkle. There's no order now. Now you can just kind of do your own thing.
And kind of just have fun and pop it all in.
Let's see. We got our pancetta.
I'm just going to go straight in.
This one is the pancetta and the prosciutto crudo. Okay,
yum.
Delicious. One's very nice and smoky. One's a little more nuttier and sweeter.
Okay.
And
there's no
you want to treat your guests, right?
Yeah,
so
we do.
Just, 2 types of meat. Then we got some mozzarella. You want something nice and cheesy that's going to also like have a nice melt. That's very important. Can you open the basil for me?
Yes, of course I can.
So basil's great because it's very perfumey, but as it actually bakes, it like the intensity lessens.
Oh, okay.
So it's really great. It kind of permeates really well.
And do I kind of just sprinkle it all over the bread? Okay. I've got big leaves because I love basil.
That's fine. That's
fine. I'm not even going to chop it down any further.
So now you got to create the spiral. So roll everything up just like that. Try and keep everything in there.
Yeah. And then you pop in your oven tray.
No.
Not yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Then you got to cut it like that.
Oh, nice.
So now you've really created that spiral effect inside there. Look at that. Look at that.
Juicy, full, and
all
filling.
You do, perfect. Just keep on stacking them up just like that, nice and close to each other. It goes into the oven. Look how beautiful that looks.
I absolutely love that. This looks absolutely addictive, and you definitely want to try this at home. Your guests will love you for it. If you want this recipe, SMS the keyword EAT to 33650. Over to you, Bonnie and Jeannie.
Earlier on in the show, we talked to 2 of South Africa's most promising fashion designers taking local fashion global as part of the Woolworths Style by SA collaboration.
Now, the initiative by Woolworths is centred on identifying the next big wave of South African design talent and developing each into a sustainable enterprise able to compete with the most prominent international labels. It's Style by SA. I mean, we've arrived. Welcome, guys. I mean, we've literally got our favourites on the couch.
Absolutely, absolutely. Although I can never find Rich's clothes anywhere. I can't buy them, I can't order them online, I just can't have them.
No, I can tell you why, exactly. And listen, this girl is both of our girl crutches of all time. He's too busy making clothes for Sierra.
Oh, yeah.
Why on earth would he, like, make for us? Sorry, he's levelling up right now.
This is your first, Musa Maxwell, this is your first capsule with Style by SA. What's the experience been like for you?
It's been tremendous.
we've seen what it has done for Rich and Tebe, the ones who've done it before us who do women's wear.
Lord, we have seen what you have done.
Exactly. It was amazing on so many levels in terms of, it was not, they didn't just buy pieces. We went through the process whereby on the technical side, they taught us things we didn't know before in terms of you have to check the durability of the fabric and how is it going to look on a normal person, not just because we were used to doing just runway looks and whatnot. We had never done a stockist before, so it was quite an experience.
That's amazing.
And I mean, it's not your first time doing a Style by SA. I mean, what has changed from when you first started doing it to now? And what has it done for you? Because why do you still keep on going back for more?
I guess I just enjoy working with the team because they're very open-minded and they encourage us to do what we do. And they worry about how it will sell to their customer because they know the consumer better than any of us. So yeah, I think more than anything, I work a lot from energy. I feed off energy a lot. So if the energy is good, I'll keep going back.
Amazing.
So
yeah.
Oh, it's amazing.
So tell us about the collections that you have put into the Style by SA capsules in Woolworths. If we can start off with you.
Okay, the collection that we put in the Style by SA Woolworths is the SA18 collection, which we have currently now. It's the one that we did last season, which was inspired by sign language. And then the ones that just...
No, basically, Woolworths bought the collection from the previous season that we did without them. So they saw pieces that they liked from the collection.
That is delicious, that red piece. Oh, everything is just so nice. I want it all.
So, the most interesting part was trying to incorporate Musa Maxwell into Woolworths. And I think that's what turned out so well in terms of we had to make the pieces wearable, but at the same time had that intricate Musa Maxwell DNA.
Amazing.
So it came out proper though.
Oh, I'm so proud of you. Really well done.
Can we see it? Can you take us through it?
Yes, please. So the first model is wearing a pink dress with side pleats. It's very easy to wear. You can wear it to work. You can wear it to have drinks on the afternoon. It's quite nice.
It's beautiful.
And then the second one, it's a halter-neck
dress with contrasting sort of floral prints. I think it's an easy sort of dress to wear. You can go out with dinner with it. You can go out with your friends with it. So I think,
it's perfect for Cape Town.
It's quite an interesting...
intricate design.
Yeah.
And then the last one is the mini flip-fold skirt. If you look close, it has a design that flips and goes out of nowhere, goes nowhere. It's a very young and fresh look.
Yes.
And I think it's gonna do well for Woolworths.
Very modern as well.
Very modern.
Fresh. Okay, so Rich, let's take a look at your current collection.
Digitally?
Yes, digitally. I told you, hard to get.
He didn't bring them here because knowing that we were going to take them.
No,
and
it's a different launch.
Different EFT. Wow. Oh, but I want it.
Yeah, so this season I wanted to bring a lot of print into, I've done it throughout, but I wanted more print and I collaborated.
Is that Alicia Keys?
We're just expecting to see famous people in your clothing. That's amazing.
Yeah, so this was a collaboration with Ben Eagle. So he designed the print. So I wanted a lot of conversational pieces, especially with the prints.
Yeah. That top is everything. I need it.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're amazing.
It's gorgeous.
And I need that dress. I need everything Rich Manisi. Thank you so much for being here. We are so proud of you, and we are definitely
Your collections are beautiful. Thank you so much.
Another season, another successful collaboration with South Africa's most influential design talent. Mwah! Thank you so much to Rich Manisi and Musa Potsane and Maxwell Buko. Woolworths ensuring that our country has a place within the global fashion race with their most recent Style by SA collaboration.
And if you at home want to support local and give a bump to building our nation's style cred, shop the Style by SA collection in store at Cavendish, Mall of Africa and Sandton for a limited time. You can also shop online at www.woolworths.za and on the Woolies app.
exactly. After the break, soulful singer and songstress Mariechan performs a medley of her hit singles from her brand new album.
Just 4, show quickly that camera, Stevie. Guys, please make way. Make way for
So I can take this out.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Oh, I think ask Laz. Let me ask Laz.
Please fix it.
Yeah, it's gonna look so dope lined up.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express, and if you've just joined us, we're almost done actually, but we have had a jam-packed show with some of South Africa's hottest designers, and we've had some major action in the kitchen.
Major action. Lady Makoti looks adorable.
Oh, don't you love her hair?
Yeah, she's amazing.
That's the first thing I said to her when I saw her. And Clem is out to get me. I'm trying to look cute on the Cape Town beaches, and he's got me eating bread, honey.
No, it's impossible for you to not look cute.
I know.
Jeannie, come on, man, stop it.
I don't even think you can gain weight. I don't even think it's possible for you.
Bonnie, believe it or not, I can. But do you know what I'm very excited for?
Yeah.
That we finally have Mariechan back in the South African music industry.
I know.
I was such a huge fan of her before, and now seeing her revamped, sexy, vulnerable, but still...
And solo,
soulful and solo, more importantly.
Can you sing? I know Bonnie can. She just refuses to do it on the show for some reason. I'm going to have to find something on her and then
I'll do it on a stage. I'll do it on a stage, and I'll yeah. But
well, why don't you just drop us a little a cappella?
One day is one day.
One day is one day. I'm hoping for that one
I
day.
definitely cannot sing. I can hold a note. So maybe I'll just be the shoe-up girl behind Bonnie.
Okay.
So Bonnie, please lead.
No, I'll plan something.
That'll work.
One day.
One day
I'll be performing live in the loft.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
How's that?
Okay, so today's Thursday, I know, but my weekend always does start on a Friday. So what are your weekend plans?
You mean on a Monday?
No, on my Monday I'm like...
This week we started our weekend on the Monday.
Yeah, I know.
We kind of do.
I know.
But I
Cheat
feel
day
like
is on a Monday for
We kind of have to because we're in November, so we're nearing the end of the year. So it's silly season, full blown. We're having fun this weekend. I'm going home. I'm going back to Durban. It was my father's birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Dad!
Happy birthday, Papa!
Yeah, so we're definitely going to be having fun together this weekend. I actually sent him a dedication. Mariah Carey's Always Be My Baby. He was like, nah, I want to be getting down to waves. That's it. You can sing. That's exactly it. And Dad was like, we want to get down to Robin Schultz waves. So my dad's lit now at 59 years old. He's lit.
Really?
No,
Yeah.
I've just downloaded the new Calvin Harris with Sam Smith, is it?
Yeah.
On repeat in my car.
Okay,
So then I'm driving home with you.
So good.
Jeannie?
Yeah, any day. Any day. Okay, so weekend plans, you going home? What are you doing? Are you not even leaving home, hey, on your weekends?
No, I don't even leave home on the weekends. No, I'm going to have a big weekend. I'm going big with my kids this weekend.
All right, well, in case you needed inspiration to go big this weekend, Mariechan's versatility and ability to work in any music genre got her working and collaborating with some of SA's biggest artists and DJs. Last week, she launched her much-anticipated first solo project. You can hear how excited she is now to start playing for you. And, of course, she is here, and she is ready to have a sexy, fun time with you. So, over to you, Mariechan.
You see, I don't need you. I ain't about the drama. Get the camera crew. I stay on your knees and pray I don't leave. You'll never find someone like me. Fooling around, you're fooling yourself. Comparing me to me. Now I'm your satisfaction. You know I'm worth it. I'm not gonna beg for your attention. I deserve it. All the niggas I be swerving, like you can nothing to lose. All of the stainless love you've been serving, boy, say you need to swing like you ain't never swung before. Before you lose the only real you've ever known. I put you on the phone, I put you on to something special. Best be holding on. Oh, I done got you peeking, got it when you need it. It's about time you realize. You hit the light, oh. 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 Boy, you hit the light, oh. Boy, you hit the light, oh. You need to thank your lucky stars. You done found the one. Yeah.
Afternoon Express, made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.